Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Monday, February 5th, 2024. Hope you had a great weekend. It's about 7:30 in the morning, and this is episode 11 of Inspired Americans Personal Armor. I hope you've been enjoying these videos. I'm trying to do these for a whole balanced part of what might be your life, that you pick up something or you try to apply a whole bunch of things from these, from what I've learned over the years that have really, really helped me. And with some of the coaching and mentoring that I've done, corporate counseling, but then also individual, spiritual conversations that I've had with people, I've realized that a lot of this stuff that I'm sharing with you is what really connected with others. So today's video is going to be on, it's very important to not compare yourself to anybody with your workouts. And I probably mentioned this, and it's definitely a theme. You can't do that. It will be the death of you. Enjoy and appreciate every single rep that you do, every sit up, every curl, every squat. Just get lost in it, embrace it. And you're going to start to you as you're working out. When you first start, the lactic acid is in your body repairing itself. You're going to be like, oh, this is amazing, it really feels great. But keeping those, the logs of your workouts as you start to work out and progress, you're not going to feel that burn. You're going to be like, oh, it's not working. But I guarantee you it is working. Applying all the lessons that I've been, giving to you and sharing with you here, keeping your journal, your log of all your workouts, what you're doing, keeping those increases, you will start to see your muscles change. You will see yourself getting stronger, your ligaments and tendons and joints getting stronger as well. And comparing yourself to others, whether it's in the gym or your family or people on YouTube, really, really dangerous pattern to get into. And a lot of people do that. And it'll be like, oh, they can't do that. They'll criticize them, or you yourself might even become a shamer just because you're like, there's no way they can look like that and then they can accomplish that. It doesn't matter. We should be happy for other people and the accomplishments that they've been able to, and look for guidance and inspiration from them, as long as they're doing it in a healthy way, eating the right way, not taking those supplements or any of that stuff that's going to hurt your body. It's some of the things that I've spoken about in the previous videos. The daily wall sit for today, really, really tough to get when we get stuck in a cycle, right? If we are working and we got that routine Monday through Friday, it's like every song we ever heard in our lives. It's like all these days, but every day can be amazing. It really can. And I remember even as like a teenager, I said, man, why can't every day be Christmas or Saturday or Sunday? And when you approach it like that, you approach it with this enthusiasm and this vigor that a lot of other people really appreciate. And it does, it resets your mind, because we are programmed. Our minds are programmed to be in a certain place. And when you are in that daily, when you're caught in that daily routine, that daily cycle, it seems so mundane and monotonous. And breaking free from that is really, really, really important. Audio Slave, one of my favorite artists, bands, and they did wonderful, wonderful work. That collaboration and what they stood for, each artist. That's really important to me, because over the course of the past 4 years, a lot of artists have proven where their allegiances are, one way or the other. And even prior to that, they did. And I always felt that Chris Cornell came from a very high moral fortitude place. Even though he struggled with a lot of things in life, I felt like he was working to help a lot of different things with the position that he had throughout the world and with the people around him. And that's one of the things that I use for the people that I choose to listen to. Plus, Audio Slave just jams and it rocks. So, if you haven't ever heard them, tune into them. They've got great, great music. I love it. I wanted to say, it's so tough looking for shirts, because when you're doing these YouTube videos, like I do a couple of others, with the Experience Media and then the AGOA, and I can dress the same every time when I'm doing those, because I got an Experience Media shirt. But doing these personal armor videos, it's like, man, I gotta figure out. Plus, I think my belt's shrinking. What does that mean? Anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Body type, work for your strengths. Know your strengths. What are they? And as you start doing these different workouts, you're going to really start to settle into your own. And you've heard me say this before. Don't be afraid to work on those areas, those workouts, those exercises that you really enjoy, that you find easy, and as you're doing them, they really get you going. But your body type, your strengths are going to be different, and certainly you want to work on your weakness as well. But be measured with your expectations, and keeping that log is going to be huge for you to see those gains that you're going to look for. The shamers in the media, this is one of the toughest ones to overcome, because so many people in life listen to the media, the mainstream media, 247, whatever it is, CBS, NBC, ABC, wherever you are, they listen to those. And that's like their gospel. So it's not just the media itself, but it's everybody that listens to the media. And there's so much of it that is so bad and so sad. And when people are hearing these different things, they just parrot that. They just regurgitate whatever it is that they've heard. And that can be really, really tough and disheartening and get you down. And it's really important to rise above that. Always change the conversation. You can do that with a shamer. Get their focus to be on something positive, something uplifting, an event that's going on, or a thought that you've had. Get them to try to break free of that construct. And you'll see that it's a really, really important thing. Dana White, inspiration. And I didn't even realize it, but those YouTube algorithms kind of drive you towards different videos, right? But just witnessing what he did to elevate himself in his life, where he came from, and he seized opportunity. And people could say, well, UFC is a horrible, horrible thing. These men and women are just beating each other up. But he has given people opportunity that in an arena that exploded onto the world scene. And now there are organizations all over the world that are giving men and women, young boys and young women, they need something to focus in on, whether it's wrestling or UFC or fighting, exercise. And you'll see that in those societies, in those cultures, in those countries that foster that, you see there's a huge camaraderie. And there's a huge sense of self, but also community and identity, and it lends itself really, really well. So thank you to Dana White for building something out of the ashes of something that was about, but then, it was about to go away. And just for him being so inspiring to so many. Sorry, I got to get back on here. Now I'm just going to hold this. What are we talking about? Shamers, inspirations. Oh, our workout, the bands today. It's going to be band wrist and band hand. So let's see if you guys can see this or not. Are you going to be able to? I might have to move you. What we're going to use today is just our band. And we're going to loop the band onto the door handle, all right? I think I might have to just put this down a little bit here. Apologize, guys. Just bear with me. I'm going to move that back a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. There, I gotta be the producer and everything. So this is a very, very important one for you. Yeah, I can kind of see a little bit there. Apologize, guys. Super, super, super professional here. So finally, I think we got it. So your hand exercises. What I do is I take a band on that doorknob and I let my fingers get stretched out. And then I do this. And it seems so simple. And like there's nothing that would do. But you're going to feel that all right here and in your hand. And it is a great, great exercise. Now, mind you, this is, I'm going to just turn this a little bit, guys, so you can kind of see me. Now, mind you, This is just the fingers doing this. Your wrist curl, you can do, and your finger curls, you can do, any direction. It's about the same, but a little bit different. For your wrist curls, you get a little bit different. Now you can see I got my arm at a 90, and then I'm just curling my wrist up as far as it'll go. But you can also do it from the side. You can also do it down. And it does hit a little bit differently in each one of those directions that you have that. So fingers, just your finger, arm at a 90, just like that. And then with your wrist curl, arm at a 90, and you're just pulling in just like that. All the way down, all the way up. Great, great isolating workout. Works your forearms, works your hands, works your fingers and your joints, and just wonderful. I love it. I actually, believe it or not, I focus in just on hands. I got a couple of hand routines that a few that I really, really enjoy. And my wrist, my curls and my forearms, I have several different exercises that I incorporate into. And as I go through all of this stuff, those will be things that I will share with you what those actual routines are. Right now, I'm just trying to get you all focused in on get that workout in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you've got to do. I'm going to go right now into the Bible verse that we've got. And I do the Bible verse. If you're not I have a great relationship with God. I don't belong to a church or a religion. And I feel like a lot of people fit into that mold. So that's why I do these Bible verses. I've been blessed to have different people come into my life who have shown me, how important it is to realize that you have that relationship with God, which I've always had, but it is, you don't necessarily, like, we always think we've got to go to church to do that or have a religion. And not that that's not important, because if you do have a church or a denomination of a religion that you belong to, that can be really rewarding. Or if you've got a fellowship or, a Bible study. So that's why I do these Bible verses. This says, God is our refuge and strength. This is Psalms 46, 1 through 3. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam and the mountains quake with surging. So I picked that one because I think a lot of people struggle each and every day with a whole bunch of different things. And I feel like that verse right there gives you that reassurance. Now, I'm going to let you know, a lot of the Bible, when people read it, it's just the disconnect. I'm lucky but there's all different versions that you can get. For me, I'm lucky that I just have this understanding and the relationship that I do have with God, and I do love being able to pray with him. So just wanted to share a little bit about that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you have a wonderful day. God bless. Much love. Huge hugs. Take care. I'll see you soon. Stay strong and stay healthy.